because it's really just Aquarius.
Oh, it's just Aquarius. We're live. Hello, welcome to The Vest! Right? Our Starfinder. That delay was too long. Our
How do we get in this cave?
Our Starfinder Actual Play series. We are currently in
Dream Station.
Which has been a delight. It's been so fun. It's been not nightmarish at all in this station. And it's only going to get better, everyone. It's only going to get better. I am, of course, joined by all of my lovely friends here. But before I get into that, as I'm looking at my screen, I'm reminded that, hey, this is, I swear, just a coincidence, as we established last episode. Closed caption button, if you're watching, is down below Doxy. Just down below Doxy, little closed caption button. And the closed captions are there. If you need them, if you prefer them, and you can customize them and all that fun stuff. It's built in. Hey, the Dungeon Dad. Thanks so much, Dungeon Dad. Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow. Yeah. And I think I don't have any announcements, truly. Like I was just saying, joined by my lovely friends here. I'm going to go in reverse order of oldest now to newest face. If you want to maybe say who you are, who you're playing, and even where people could potentially find you or anything like that, Josiah.
Yeah, I am Josiah, also known as Dungeon Dad on the internet. I'm playing Simion. He's a 4-armed alien man with a gun. You can't find me.
Whoa.
I'm in the walls.
Hell yeah.
And on YouTube. Under Dungeon Dad, where I make content about monsters.
It's true.
That is legally true.
Legally...
Hashtag free Scrampa.
Hashtag free Scrampa. Free Scrampa.
Yeah.
Free Scrampa.
These shirts aren't available.
Promoting merch that isn't in the shop anymore.
Listen, it's a nightmare to upkeep.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing horoscopes too?
Oh, yeah, let's do that also. Sorry.
My horoscope, I am a Capricorn, and it says, if you're looking for a new job, Capricorn, perhaps this is the day you'll find it.
Whoa.
So, like, I guess that doesn't bode well for the YouTube career.
Get fucked, I
lucky,
guess.
in quotations, is the word that sums up today. So I don't know if they're literally saying lucky is your word today, or like, you're lucky today. Without encouraging you to...
Katie, do you want to say who you are playing, and anything else like horoscope stuff?
Yeah, can I just give like a little bit of feedback first? I do think that we should instead
Live feedback.
So here's what I think is bullshit about your stream.
I just have a few notes, that's all. I think next time we should go, in order of operations, like, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So, do that.
PEMDAS? Listen, I grew up with Bedmass, all right?
Bedmass.
Yeah.
I don't know what that Canadian bullshit
Average
but...
The M is for moose.
Okay. Well, I sat
beaver.
next to an architect on a plane, so I know geometry. And
Right.
what I know is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Anyway, I'm Katie. Free Scrampa. Here's my horoscope. I guess, sorry, I have to close out an ad for Range Rover.
What?
Okay.
Not sponsored.
May 23rd.
Does your horoscope say buy a Range Rover?
I closed the ad for the Range Rover, okay? You're filled with vitality today, Aquarius. In other words, you're gonna feel great about yourself. You're less afraid of meeting people, and you have fewer doubts about everything, including yourself. Can I tell you, I literally sent a message today to my girlfriend that was like, here it is. I'm sitting in a really yucky mental place.
Oh no.
So,
hate that.
So I think this horoscope is wrong. Well, it was like 11 hours into my shift. So yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a great day to consider. Oh, this is going to be a great day to consider working a little bit less and thinking a little bit more about what specifically is making you feel so good. That way, you can recreate the feeling tomorrow. I really should have read this at like 7 a.m. Is what I'm discovering.
Could have turned your day around.
All right, you can find me at Amherst Dice.
Yep, that's Katie.
That's
actually
me. That's my account.
Fully runs.
Also search Post Malone on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can just Google. Go to Bing and look for Fetty Wap.
Go to Bing and look for Post Malone.
Post Baloney. And that's me. You'll find me there.
Lovely stuff. And Doxy, same
Hello.
deal. Who are you playing? Who are you? And horoscope stuff.
I am playing one Nolora Nomae. She is a not archaeologist, the other one, anthropologist.
Narcheologist.
Yeah. She does tell on people because she's a bounty hunter. So I know that those two things don't sound like they go together, but they do. Really, my husband is a bounty hunter, and I just like help him to tell on people better.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hell yeah.
That's so
yeah, that's what's going on with her. And as for me, you can find me anytime you feel nausea or have a panic attack. That's me being there with you.
Oh.
And as for my horoscope, I am a Scorpio, and today is your day to shine by focusing on your personal growth and exploring new horizons. I'm stealing the YouTube channel, babe. Embrace the unexpected, as it may lead you toward valuable lessons and opportunities. Your intuition will be your guide, helping you navigate through any challenges with ease and confidence.
Hell yeah. That rules. That was a good one. And hey, here I got a big picture too. It's me. I'm Justin. I'm here at No Fame. I do No Fame things. Plenty of No Fame things happening right now, like Silvistead and upcoming Null Shore 1932. And this, I am a Taurus, and mine says Springtime Sizzle. I didn't proofread this. Springtime Sizzle. Here we go. Today's fiery full moon. Whoa, was it a full moon? Wait, hold on. Maybe this is like a weird... Hold on. Let me read through this a little bit. Oh, God. This is a really sex-driven one. Hold on.
I was going to say...
I don't want to read this.
You have to read it now.
Sexy horoscopes?
Listen, subscribe to our non-existent Patreon, and I'll post it.
Your horoscope?
My horoscope. Very good. That's very good.
That's good.
Okay, here's a better, probably. I haven't proofread this either, obviously. If other people around you overreact to an explosive situation today, the worst thing you can do is follow their example. Screaming at someone who has been rude or inconsiderate isn't going to mitigate the stress, only increase it. Be mindful of your role in every conversation. Try to be a force for mutual respect, not power struggles. You'll have to take the high road today. You can get down and dirty another day, which I guess ties into the other horoscope. I don't know. Amazing. That does fit well for my day today also, honestly.
You didn't get down and dirty today?
No. I got a headache for sure. Very
pretty dirty.
Very fun. Yeah, me yelling at players. I'm always yelling at the players. Behind the scenes, it's all I do is just fucking yell.
We signed on 30 minutes early so Justin can berate us.
Yeah, our call time is so early. Amazing.
Today he told me that I was a waste of flesh.
Wolf! Jesus! Not true.
Genuinely, Justin did say I was ugly, so...
I couldn't
that too.
I couldn't
and when
see
we were
you.
just hanging out, he said,
and I said I
Yeah.
was joking, and you're radiant.
No, you said I
paraphrasing
was
myself.
ugly. I'm gonna cry.
I said the radiant thing. I did. That was me.
I also said a nice thing afterwards because I couldn't see Katie, and I was joking.
What was it? Oh yeah? What was it?
That you were lovely.
Fine.
Something around those lines.
That is true. That is what.
Yeah,
Okay.
isn't it? It is true.
I'm ready to get down and dirty, Justin.
I
okay.
love my friends. Okay. I'm just putting it out there, just across the board.
Dirty friends.
Speaking of dirty friends.
Yeah.
Last
segue we're going with.
Last session, you all had boarded Dream Station, as we all know. Skrank discovered that with Detect Magic, that the broadcast waves were also transmitting psychic waves that were tapping into the minds of anyone who was in range and projecting their own memories to them via broadcasts. You all boarded the station, ran into the relaxation hub, where some Knights of Galerion, which was Sir Morg, Scout Ko, and the unconscious Knight Mep, were taking up station and had tied up a group of space goblins. Space goblins were a pirate crew known as, or are a pirate crew known as the Pirates of the Sersha II, a group with a bounty of at least 20,000 credits all told. Captain Miri and her crew, Wallace King, Dr. Raiden Ham, and Ronnie, were all on the run from the Knights after they crossed them below the decks of Absalom Station, the metropolis melting pot of the Pact Worlds. Captain Miri thought it was strange that the Knights, Captain Miri being the captain of the Pirates of the Sersha II, thought it was strange that the Knights showed up as the goblins were fighting another pirate crew known as the Family, who were taking over all of the goblin homes beneath the upper decks of Absalom Station. Some Knights talked about the fact that something else was in the station with them. Something attacked two of them, which included knocking out Raiden Ham, Dr. Raiden Ham of the Space Goblins. You all pushed through what was a corridor that was kind of warned by Scout Ko, saying it felt like there was nightmares beyond, where you spotted 3 doors. One of them had a blood trail leading towards it and kind of a grimy exterior. Another had this kind of very branded and bland-looking steel door, and the third looked like dark cobalt stone covered in foliage. We find ourselves in what appears to be below the decks of Absalom Station, a familiar place to our Kasatha operative Simion. It's a moment that he had spent with his deceased bounty hunter partner, Barley Graham. Barley, who had been ejected from an airlock just outside of Castrovel as he had been infected by something that poured through a portal that Nolora had discovered was created by the First Ones. But here he stands, as vibrant and gruff as ever. The stout human looks around, his push broom kind of mustache moving as he takes in the sights and surroundings, and he swings his large autocannon backwards to his back, and he looks back at you. Right, well, like I said, Simion, we're splitting the bounty, 2 of us, between me and you, and if you want your friends here to get a pay, that's going to be out of your cut now. Come on, we goes. And Barley kind of just like slowly starts walking.
Right.
And everyone sees Barley Graham.
Right, like that's the weird thing. Like, you know, if I'm fucking crazy, that's not great. But if everyone can see him, it's like, okay.
Not ideal.
Yeah. You know. Okay. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think Skrank will turn to Nolora and be like, should we go? Should we stay here? Should we go?
Okay, before I answer that, Justin.
Yes.
Do I feel drawn to any of these doors?
You are already
like, is
through
there
a door. No,
right,
sorry to
but
cut
was
you off.
Sure. No worries. Like, were any of them calling to me before we went through this one? I remember that we discussed which one we should go through, and we like made a calculated decision.
It did feel like
the blood trail.
It did feel like, yeah, there is a blood trail that was leading to this door, but it did feel like the... Sorry, I'm trying to open something right now. It's not fucking opening. It did feel like one of the doors just looked like old ruins that you've explored before.
Okay. And then also, is there anything that I can roll to see if I kind of am coming up with a theory as to what's happening here? Because I know that Barley is dead.
Mhm.
Like,
For
I
sure.
know
You were there for that. Yeah,
You were there, yeah.
definitely.
it was the first time I met the hottest man alive.
Whoa. How hot is he?
I have 4 arms.
It's true.
like enough.
The better to snuggle me with.
True. I think we've established spicy space for sure.
Skrank just covers their ears, like, no, mom and dad kissing. Ew.
Yuck.
I think we've actually put enough things out there that, like with Skrank's investigation, with your knowledge of what's going on, like you found the tape recorder of Professor Elias Nachtmar, who is one of the leading professors of researching the first ones and things like that, where you can determine that at some part of this station, an ancient device has been tampered with by the Aspis Consortium, who you worked for, and they have connected it in a way to broadcast and amplify out these waves. So somewhere beneath the station is some kind of device from the first ones that has been tampered with, and is resulting in all of the absolutely weird things that have been occurring within the station.
It's reading our minds, essentially, and like telling us shit that we like, quote, want, unquote, to hear.
I didn't loop that.
Is that an appropriate read?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
appropriate. I think that makes sense. Definitely.
Okay. So then Nolora will look back over at Skrank and say, I'm very intrigued by what's happening here. It could be incredibly dangerous. But really, what I'm concerned with is making sure that he's okay. And I point to Simion. Because there's no way that you and I are going to stop him without killing him if this is what he wants. And there's no way that I'm going to kill him.
Got it. All right. Fair. Okay. I mean, okay, in all fairness, like the blood was leading in this direction, and we do have this device that's somewhere that clearly we need to find in order to get out of here. So I think probably the best idea is go deeper in, and then maybe we'll come out the other side of something.
Perhaps.
All right. I was kind of turn to Simion and be like,
Yep.
Should we go catch this bounty? Because we're bounty hunters. Because I'm a bounty hunter now with you.
Is that true? Okay.
That guy thinks that we're bounty hunters. I'm going to pretend to be a bounty hunter.
Oh, that's right.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
look like a bounty hunter.
No, totally.
Simion, my love, I sure would like to just take a moment to touch base with ya.
Yeah, what's going on?
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I mean, this is obviously some kind of alien bullshit.
Okay, so no mental break is happening currently.
No, I mean, like, it's, I'll put it this way, it's not every day that you come face to face with the ghost of your best friend who died tragically, and maybe it was your fault, maybe it was someone else's fault, probably yours, That's, well, whatever, but, like, it's definitely not real. Like, I know that Barley is dead as fuck. I watched him become a corpse. So, all we can really do is just kind of see where this leads. And also, I would suggest you guys be on guard as well, because it's very unlikely that, I can't think of any reason why I would be the only one that this whatever is going on. is tapping into. Here's barley, that's fine, but there's a good chance we're gonna see something that maybe is being pulled from your mind or Skrank's mind or whoever else happens to be around. I don't know. What's Skrank think about? Hey Skrank,
Well,
what's your deal,
Yeah. How is Barley listening to any of Are we out of earshot of Barley? I'm sorry, what's the sort of setup that we're in right now? Should I is there any
Good question.
blackness surrounding us that can I see where I am? Now that the door behind and what's going on with the door behind me? Is there still a door there? Can I go back?
You heard the door close, and as you look over your shoulder, there actually isn't a door. It's just an enclosed
Yeah, that's what I thought.
end of a tunnel.
Great.
Here below Absalom Station, where it seems like you are. The tunnel itself is dim. The air is heavy and humid, and the smell that you're positive will linger in your nostrils for weeks, most likely. There's the faint sound of creaking from the massive space station that you're on that feels so realistic. It's as if you're actually on Absalom Station itself. Sounds of drips are heard in the distance, and you hear the rush of water from various pipes that kind of crisscross in all different sections of the tunnel. This is where you find yourselves right now. And Simion, you would know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Simion, you would know this is when, I said this last session, but this is when yourself and Barley were tracking down the Slime King, who had been, a self-assigned title, who had been giving the knights a rough time, so they made it a public bounty. Not many people want to venture below the decks of Absalom Station, as stories of true horrors exist stories of true horrors come out from below those decks, and the rumors spread like wildfire throughout the city, so a lot of people avoid going down in the sewers. But Barley and Simion, hunting the Slime King, decided to take it on.
So I guess Simion, since you did this once already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you complete this task, maybe we'll be able to get out of this. Maybe if we finish the dream, if we finish this thing, then we'll be able to leave again, because clearly we can't go back from the way that we came.
Yeah. I mean, I hope. Yeah. Bet. No, he says that. He's gonna pause. Is yeah. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert in cosmic phenomena by any stretch of the imagination. I hope that's not true, because, you'll see. You'll see. This is gonna suck if that's true. This wasn't a cool thing. I don't know how.
The Slime King wasn't a cool thing.
I mean, the story's cool. Put it this way: you ever do something and you're like, "Huh? I thought I was gonna be a dead person right now. That sucks. That was scary." And also, it's just we'll add the layer of it being fucking gross on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's none of that's good. However, days later, you're rested. You're hanging out with your friends. You're at the bar having a few drinks. That's a great story now. But if you're given the chance to do it again, the answer's not yes, right?
Simion, if you want, you can give me a will saving throw. And this will be to kind of try and counteract some of the things that are happening with these psychic broadcast waves.
That's a 4 plus not a lot. Just 9.
A 9. A 9 will... You're trying to remember details of what is to come, and you remember the Slime King. You remember a big open space, but after that things kind of just get hazy. The psychic waves, although you can't feel them, you just can't hit those memories. It feels like something that happened so long ago, like
Right.
like trying to remember a childhood memory, and things are just kind of blurred.
Just like kind of vague images and stuff, but nothing that's really usable.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and that's I was just like, yeah, you know, like you told the story where, you know what, honestly I don't really remember it that well. That's concerning. The feelings are still attached to it, which, like, you know, aren't good. But damn, that sucks. I can't remember shit.
Can I roll to see if I remember him ever telling me stories about this?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, let's do a will save for that as well.
I also love this because it's like, if you do, the stories are probably so exaggerated beyond the actual. There was like 30 slime kings, like, you know. It's like,
Oh.
Well, cool.
75 feet.
It was like almost an 18.
It was
True.
pretty close. That's my move.
Yeah, that is the go-to move for Nolora.
That
Having
is
incredible
my
ideas and then not
signature
backing
move.
them up with dice.
That's a 5 total, I think. So that you think Simion might have mentioned the Slime King once, maybe?
She's gonna shut her mouth. She's not gonna say a thing about it. But she will grab one of Simion's forearms and kind of squeeze it and be like, I know this must be very difficult for you. I know that there are a lot of unresolved emotions, and I don't know if maybe it would be healthy for you to pretend, but I can only infer that there's a device here, as this is a leisure destination for vacationing,
Right.
that it reads your mind and shows you what you want to see normally. But I think it's obviously been tampered with and is reaching into parts of us that we might have unresolved or bad feelings about.
Right. That definitely seems to be the vibe, because I mean, you know, if I'm going to restoration, relaxation situation, my first thought wouldn't be about my friend who I watched die horribly. You know, it would probably be about like space pineapples or something.
This could be a good opportunity for you,
Spineapples,
like
thank you.
writing a letter to a dead parent, you know?
Yeah, you sit down and write a letter to Barley. I'm gonna go over to Barley, who's like standing like close to us, like in front of us, about, right? Yeah.
He was wandering a little bit away, but you hear from behind you, Captain Mary Reed. Whoa, yeah, all this is crazy. Hey, what's going on here? This is wild.
What?
I've fully been here. Waves at Skrank.
Been here the whole time.
I came with you guys.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run up to. I'm gonna chuck dancing lights down the hallway towards where Barley is. And what I would really like
Jesus.
to see is like. Okay, what I would
Right,
really
you've got to
like to see.
you've got to warn people when you're about to do things like that.
I'm a stealthy bounty hunter. I don't warn. What I would really like to see is like, does Barley cast a shadow?
Oh, that's so clever and fun.
Yeah, I know.
He does cast a shadow.
Okay. I was either gonna do that or psychokinetic hand and try to push him or something. Okay.
He does indeed. Right, well, that's a good idea, though. It's pretty dark down here. He yells back.
Yeah. Okay. Do I see? All right. Well, since I've got the dancing lights out, do I see anything else interesting happening down this hallway? I'm just gonna fully run up to where Barley is, I think.
Yeah, you run up with Barley. He's like, right, well, sorry, I'm not really sure who I know you're with, Simion. And to be honest, the newbies kind of, you don't last that long, right?
Yeah.
So, you know...
Yeah, that's not a wild thing to say to someone. That's fine.
Well,
Thanks.
Listen, we're in
Thanks
over
for
our
the
heads
realistic introduction. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm just saying, we're in over our heads here. You just gotta... I gotta level with you. You might not make it out the other side.
Great. Okay.
It's true.
Great. Thanks. Yell back, thank you. Okay.
Thanks.
Barley points. See? Right? Simion agrees.
Okay. All right. Can I while I'm up here, can I use my blind sense to see if I smell anything that smells like Dream Station?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, let's do a perception check, and I'll give you a +2 situational
No.
bonus for
Okay,
this.
hold on.
Because that's
Let
a
me-
very good use of your abilities.
Open up my thingy.
Yeah.
You said perception?
Yep.
Okay. If you say so.
Okay. If you really
right.
want perception.
What do I add 2 to this?
Whoa.
Oh, 17. Okay, so that's a 19
Hell
then,
yeah.
right? Oh no, my modifier is +3, so that's a dirty 20.
Hell yeah. Sorry, my Logic Pro is giving me issues. Keeps saying that my disk is too slow, which is not true. This is what I use all the time. Sorry. That is a phenomenal roll. Sorry about that. I just the recording stopped, and I'm just gonna leave it. I'll use the backup. 22 total, right? Is that correct? With
No. I rolled a 17 and my wisdom is +3.
And I give
Right,
you
that's
a
my modifier.
+2 bonus, so 22 total is very good.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
You smell blood, fresh blood, and it's not off of Barley, I can tell you that, but it is further
Okay.
beyond where you are right now, which makes you think that this place must have been pre-established before you walked through here, because how else would someone have already walked through with blood, right?
So my blind sense gives me up to 30 feet, I think. Does it feel like, is this like a straight ahead tunnel? Like, are we veering off in any directions? Do I have to make
there are
choices
tunnels-
about going left and right?
There are tunnels kind of everywhere, and Barley is just kind of walking through the biggest one.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my little sniffer to get us to where the blood is.
Yeah, you follow to the biggest one also. Barley's like, oh, I think it went this way. Look, there's blood on the floor.
Yeah, I think it went this way.
Okay.
I get real big.
All right. Listen, big guy. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Are the rest of you coming? Echoes.
When Simion
Are the rest
starts
of you
walking,
Damn, how
This is a
fucking big
long
is this?
tunnel.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was like a mile away.
We'll cut that. No, we won't.
when Simion starts walking, Nolora will grab one of his hands and be like, "Wait, maybe there's an experiment that we should try. Maybe you should talk to Barley about things that aren't true as if they were true. Maybe you should mention your child. Or maybe you should introduce me as the leader of this expedition, or maybe don't do that, but you know what I mean."
No, I get you. I know exactly what I can ask him. I don't know why anyone would laugh about that. There's no reason that that's funny. You know. All right, so
I'm sorry.
it would be fucked if I just went over and said the most like dramatic, like personal thing.
I'm really sorry, Barley, about your space aids. That's really hard.
You know, like, dude, lose the third kid in a year. Like, that's, you know, that's rough. But yeah, no, I would go over to Barley and just be like, It's funny. It is stupid. You were correct to laugh. It was a stupid thing I was gonna say. I'm just roasting you as if this is gonna be anything other than something stupid. But yeah, I go over to Barley. And fuck, how many grandkids or kids do we establish? He has 14? 12.
But there's
12.
also another 5 adopted, I think, was also added into
right.
that mix.
Yeah, because then it was like, and it was all like, all those kids, like, and the adopted ones, all 5 of them. Yeah. So I would go over to him and just be like, yeah, so, hopefully the pay from this job seems like it'll be pretty good, though. So that's nice. You can finally adopt that 6th kid you've always been talking about.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that'd be all right. Me and the missus, just our hearts go out for him, Just so many of them and just not enough money to take them all in.
Totally. Well, I mean, where you've already got, like, 10 kids of your own, that's,
Yeah, we're looking at a couple more. If this bounty comes in, we'll adopt them on in and... the missus, she's expecting pretty soon.
Here's a question for you, Justin. Chronologically, in terms of like when this happened,
I think this tracks. I think this tracks.
This tracks. This is real. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think.
Right.
Can we just
they had them over time.
and just throw some respect for Barley because he's fucking with 10 kids in the house.
True.
Where does one find the time?
10 space kids, even. Like, what are you doing?
Space? Floating around in
10
their
spids, yeah.
astronaut suits or whatever they do.
Those are just his bio kids. He's got fucking 5 others that he chose to have because they couldn't produce them fast enough. Like, what's he doing with all those children?
I truly don't know. But hats off to Barley.
I would like to use my brain communication skill that I cannot recall the name of.
Telepathic message.
Yep.
That's the one. And I would like to use that to go into Simeon's mind and say, imply something untrue. Talk about something untrue as if it is true. And really try to believe it while you're saying it.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess that's different than seeing if he just knows, like, things that are...
Yeah, you were, like, asking him. You were prompting him.
Well, the
and
thing
that
is
means
the
that
numbers...
you're thinking about the answer.
Right. No, and I guess that's, the kind of the angle that we're trying to approach this from, right? Because if I'm thinking about things that I know how they line up, if we're assuming that there's something, like, reading our minds and it's using that information, and that's not gonna do shit. So, okay, cool. Well, with that in mind, I don't know what to fucking ask him. Or I guess I'm not asking. I don't know what to say to him. Like,
well, if you want a moment to process, Nolora, as you're all kind of walking down through the sewers here, and you think back, and this is honoring a nat 20 that you rolled last session for this, that the holo recorder you have, and most holo
I used to rule.
Most holo recorders aren't limited to holding just one recording, and you've got this holo recorder from Elias Noctmar that was just kind of sitting in the middle of a random room on a table, right? And you kind of like look at the device. The display is warping and shifting and often getting stuck on like a loading screen before a burst of random characters come through and start like making a garbled mess, shooting off in all directions before they sum back up into something that looks like a usable menu that you would expect. And you see the recording that you heard originally, and then you see something listed below it, and then you see, when those like old calculators were losing battery, they would have those like the dark squares would be around each digit, and you could barely see what was going on with them. it's sort of that effect that's fading down. It seems like there's definitely more than one recording on here, but something is interfering or something is happening with the hollow device itself.
Can I pop it open and look at its guts and see if I can fix it?
Yeah, let's do...
This might be a job for Skrank, though.
It could very well be.
Yeah. I will point this all out to Skrank and be like, do you think that you could take a look at this device? I think there's more data on it.
I think that would be...
I stick my nose directly into it.
Computers or engineering, I think, would be appropriate there.
Oh, well, I mean, I've got mending as a spell. Can I do that?
Ooh, yeah.
I have a +5 to engineering. Is that what you said? Computers or engineering?
Computers or engineering, yep.
I have a +9 to engineering, so...
Okay, yeah. Excellent. Go.
So... Should I do you want me to roll, or can I cast a spell, or can I do both?
Yeah, mending says the spell repairs damaged objects and constructs, restoring 1d4 hit points. If the object has the broken condition, this condition is removed. If the object is restored to at least half of its original hit points, all of the pieces of that object must be present. A construct, blah blah blah. Magic items can be repaired, but magic items that are destroyed can't be repaired. And the spell doesn't reverse effects that warp or otherwise transmute items, which makes sense. So by that standard, I think that sounds like you could use mending to repair this.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I stick Nolora holds down in her hands to me, and I stick my nose directly into it, and I sniff, and then I put it in my cheek pouch, and I swish it around a little bit, and then I pop it out, and it's fixed. Mending. It's a little hot and wet.
It's a little hot and wet. But you see a second option now has fully populated.
Excellent work, Skrank.
Thank you.
Hi, Paw.
Hi, Paw.
Shall we listen to this? Let them chit-chat.
Yeah. I guess we'll, fall behind a little bit. Is there a way to... make it so that they can't hear it or something?
That's what I'm looking on my sheet for currently.
I think that you could probably just turn the volume down.
Okay.
You guys hold. It's like holding
like
a phone up to your ear, the speaker. You know what I mean? When it's just kind of down low. Yeah. You both click play on the holo recorder left by Elias Noctmar.
This is Professor Elias Noctmar, 7th day of Erodus. It's 3:21 Pact Standard Time. We've made some incredibly interesting progress here with this abandoned station. We've been throwing around names for it, but I think what we may have discovered today will most likely change our initial thoughts on what this place is used for. Could you be a dear and take those readings again, compare them to what we had earlier, cross-reference any changes? Thank you. We believe, as of today, this is a research station of the first ones, but not for general research means, for a very, very specific form of research. To clarify, the first ones are those mysterious beings who have a knack of creating some wondrous technology before they all disappeared without a trace. It was odd, but that's what I've built my career on. The best known for their work on Abalon, the android consciousness via soul drives, was nothing short of a miracle made through their technology. We've come across a strange pod device, something meant for an average-sized humanoid to lay in, where all manner of devices are attached. We thought it was some form of medical bed, possibly to monitor vitals, but decided to dive in and get to the bottom of it. All manner of devices around the room roared to life with unbelievable draw of power, and what manifested was, it was a wonder. Sitting on a solid gray half pillar, roughly 1.5 meters high and a diameter of about 0.5 meter, sitting there was a small, quaint cottage, sitting in soft grass, a tiny garden behind it. I was incredibly perplexed, but had said they looked as pale as they'd ever looked, and they said that's what they've been dreaming about for years. What they wanted, their most desired object was a quiet, happy life away from the hellish capitalism of the Pact Worlds. They just wanted to disappear, to get away from it all. This exact cabin, much larger, ideally, but we both realized what this machine does, what this machine is for. The first ones have been researching how to turn dreams into reality. Elias Nakmar, signing off.
And the recording ends.
Oh boy.
So, if they found a pod that could turn dreams into reality, but miniature reality, is it possible that we accidentally stepped into, that maybe those doors were like some form of that pod, and that's why we're here?
That also begs the question, if they're turning dreams into reality, then, like, what does that mean? Is that Barley? That's obviously not the Barley we knew, but is that a clone of him that was birthed from my mind? And does it possess the nuances of Barley? Or is it my perception of what I think Barley was? Like, if I thought Barley was a huge fucking asshole, and he wasn't, would this version of him be a jerk? Or, like...
You must conduct the experiment.
And what does Simion now go up and say to Barley with this in mind?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know what to say to this guy to, like, imply something. Because anything I think, like, I'm going to be thinking of it in my mind. So if this is an active process, then it's like, it doesn't matter what I say to him. Because it's going to know, like, what my intention is, even by asking.
That's why I said you have to try really hard to believe it. That's why I said that.
Just believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, knowing Barley as a staunch man of the people, I'm gonna really try hard to believe. Actually, here's an interesting experiment. I'm going off book. This is gonna be kind of in line, but I am going to ask Barley a question and do my best to try to, like, think of him as... Basically, to try and think of him as someone who feels differently about... I'm going to ask him what his opinion on trickle-down economics is. Okay? But I'm going to say this...
Barley was a libertarian.
I'm gonna say this in a way where, like, as if I'm expecting him to, like, be in favor of it. Like, you know, like, oh man, it's really important to teach your kids about trickle-down economics and that kind of thing, right? You don't want them to get the, like, the woke mind virus at Space College or whatever. Knowing that Barley in reality, with his million fucking spawn, was indeed quite more of an anarcho-communist, if anything else, if we had to put a label on it.
I mean, he is a bounty hunter also, right?
Well, that's the thing. Like, we all engage in systems that we don't want to engage with for the sake of survival. But, yeah, so that's, like, kind of, I guess, what I'm trying to, like, imply.
Hell yeah.
See how he react, like, what he might kind of take it, how he might take that, knowing how the barley I know at least might respond.
Yeah, I like this. You know what I was going to say that this was going to be the will save again, but I think this could be a bluff check also if you'd prefer to do that.
Let me look. Yeah, my bluff is
It's
not great.
Okay, well, we can stick with if it's not great, we can stick with a will save if that's
my will save is better. Bluff is one of the few skills that I guess. Simion doesn't lie very much, or at the very least, if he does, he's not very good at it.
This is going to be tough. I'm going to say this is going to be at least a 22. This is a difficult check.
That's reasonable.
To overcome.
To say something while believing the opposite and like having that also resolve in a way that that makes sense.
But it's not only
Let's
17.
go. That's a pretty good roll.
17 is not a 22.
Okay.
It's not 22.
But
It's
I didn't hear you say that I needed to be a 22.
it's difficult because you're not only trying to convince yourself, you are fighting against literal like magic psychic waves.
Right.
Also.
Like this is a thing that is fucking reading my thoughts like a book and adjusting in kind, right?
Definitely.
At least that's what we're assuming is the case.
You see Barley stumble for a second, and he kind of like stares off into the distance, like this kind of 1,000-yard stare. No, what? Simion. No, Space Reagan was a piece of shit. What are you talking about?
Oh, Spagan. Yeah, no, you're right. Am I at least able to glean if this seems like something like he just kind of figured that out, so to speak, or if it was like this is something that was already baked into him and like this response was locked and loaded?
I think we have enough information that you can definitely piece together that was something that you kind of threw a little bit of a wrench, but it just didn't work, right?
Right. So like I can at the very least infer, this is happening in real time. Like this isn't like, they downloaded my fucking brain and shat out a version of Barley that aligned with what I thought of him. Like this is like there's adjustments being made in real time.
It definitely seems, with what we said earlier, it seems like there's adjustments being made in real time now, but a lot of this had been set up prior to you all reaching the station.
But it
literally is like a clone that got printed out of your brain. It just also has like will right now,
and it's reacting based on information that assuming it's just a guy wouldn't know.
Right.
It seems like the information that we have is that like this space that we are exploring right now existed prior to us exploring it.
Mm-hmm.
And this Barley existed prior to us finding him, but is a creation of your mind.
Yes.
That's what we've got.
That can change in real time depending on what's going on in your brain.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we just need to maybe we just need to follow the blood then.
I mean, either way, I think that's our best course of action to see what's maybe going on here.
I just wanted to make sure this wasn't an alien wearing Barley's fucking skin.
I mean, it still might be.
Well,
Men in Black style, just like unzip from the back, and it's a bunch of
It's Diet Pepsi.
he was willing to say that Spagan is a piece of shit,
Pepsi.
so he's fine by me right now, right? Like, I don't think that this Barley has bad intentions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is something that looks like Barley that has bad intentions. That's what the information I was trying to get.
I don't think we
ultimately.
can, and we have no reason to believe that there's malice at play, at least from this individual, but also, there's definitely subterfuge at play, which means there's potential for malice.
So can we continue down this path, following the smell of blood, and while we're going, can I just keep my what is it? Can I just keep my detect magic up and see if the signals are getting stronger the closer we get to the blood, or if it's stronger back the way that we came, or if it's everything's all jumbled up because we are in we're in it.
You're in it. I'll
So,
give you
yeah.
a choice. You can't concentrate on both. You either concentrate on the
boo.
path or you concentrate on the psychic directional
I have
waves.
detect magic.
Okay.
Divide and conquer.
All right. I'm leading the way with my sniffer then.
You lead the way. What does it look like when Nolora... Because I don't know if Nolora's cast detect magic yet.
Let me.
It's just a cantrip. It doesn't cost a spell slot or anything like that.
Yep, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
It's gonna be on her little data pad that she keeps. Like
yeah.
it's gonna be like a little program that she made, and it's like, you know, in Breath of the Wild when you have the like shrine locator on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that.
Yeah. And I think this is kind of enhanced with the program that Odyssey 9 give you, where and a combination of a few things where you have the access because you logged in. You decided to log in as the Aspis Consortium contractor when you were prompted when you arrived, which is like an automated process because it recognized like, oh, this datapad has worked for Aspis Consortium. Here's the login. So you have this like, it was originally the rendering of the building of the station itself, but now using Odyssey 9's kind of like battle program to kind of get all the details of a battle as it's occurring, the map of the station shifts and you see little locators of you all in this tunnel, and it's creating the path of the sewer based on this kind of psychic projection, and you see that it still is increasing the further you go, the more you push through the sewers and everything. It definitely feels like that is the direction. Like it's not running you in circles or anything.
Okay. We're on the right track, everyone.
Hell yeah. You all, Mary Reed is like walking through with you. I was gonna call back and radio that people could move through to the next room, but now there's no door behind us, so I'm gonna kind of just, I guess we'll just figure it out when we get somewhere that seems like they can come through. I don't know.
I think it's probably best if they stay put.
You think?
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, lead the way, I guess. And you all push on through as I get to my notes. I'm on the wrong document. That's fine. Eventually, it doesn't take long before you end up with at the mouth of this kind of large chamber. You've navigated through winding tunnels and intersecting with strange pipe formations, and likely decades of this station kind of being redone and growing and expanding as they needed. Burley leads you into what looks like the large chamber, which is also reflected on Nolora's datapad. The ceiling is about 30 feet up, and the space looks about probably more than 60 feet side to side. A huge chamber. There's this massive kind of on the ground floor with you, a huge pool of this sickly green water, and the smell here is overwhelming. You just managed to keep it together, but a large glass water conduit housing, it looks like it's containing fresh water, is coming up from the murky green depths, and it forms like this massive circle, which is a sphere which is holding a large reservoir of water, and then it has a massive outtake pipe heading in a direction and all kinds of other little pipes. There are all sorts of small tunnels and everything in kind of every direction, and other little entrances, and you see places kind of snaking in all kinds of directions. And Barley's like, turns around, right? Well, we want to be on edge here, because I believe this is where the Slime King had been seen the last time we ran some intel down around this way, and this were kind of sounds like he came up. Kind of a cagey fella. Hard to get a hold of. Give the knights a lot of trouble, but worth a pretty penny. I think it's about 12k on his head alone, right? So it's worth tracking down.
Bet.
You
It's
look
my
around.
catchphrase now, apparently.
I bet. It always makes me think of that kid that's waking up from anesthesia. I bet. He's just wholesome until he asks to see the nurse's boobs. It's the best video.
Yeah, he really does overplay his hand a little bit there, doesn't he? Anyways, sorry. Yeah.
He Barley kind of like takes a look around. There's another. It seems like there's like ladders leading up to like this half floor. It's about 10 feet up and kind of goes around most of the perimeter of the room as well. If we want to get a look at the room,
I would love to.
putting it on Foundry right
Heck yeah.
I love looking at rooms.
now. And I
Hoorah.
can't see anything because I don't own a
Oh.
token with vision in this. Hold on.
I see his darkness.
Yeah, that's me.
Thanks. I see Barley's name.
That's true.
There we go.
B-dog.
There we go.
And if you scroll all the way up, Barley Grab is up there.
Yo, the man's himself.
Oh my
Yeah.
Is he? What's going on with that?
You
What's
know-
going on with that cannon?
He's shooting Phloem.
Yeah.
Lots of
Flamethrower.
kids this man has.
You know,
He's got so many
Just don't
kids.
ask what's in his mustache.
he reminds me of like a slightly kindlier version of Omni-Man. Like he looks like Invincible's dad,
Yeah.
but like not a piece of shit. Anyway,
For the listeners,
I
Barley
love him.
Graham kind of has, I've described him before, kind of a stout human. He's got like this silver fox vibe and a big bushy mustache, and he's wearing like this hot, bright orange metallic armor, and his shirt kind of looks like the floor of a 90s arcade a little bit.
It is the literal most handlebar mustache I've ever seen.
yeah, he looks like Omni-Man.
That there should be a bicycle attached to his face.
I mean, it's basically a bicycle seat the way him and his wife get
Damn.
down to it. Am I right?
Spicy
Yeah, Barley
space.
fucking gets down.
Am
also-
I being too much? I'm sorry.
No,
I am
it's
very
fine.
bad
Barley,
at gauging
No,
that.
it's totally fine,
is,
totally fine.
Is he a human or a dwarf?
He might have dwarf lineage for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why. I was just picturing that in my head. The only reason I ask is just because, you know, a dwarf having like 12 kids is way different than a human. Because a dwarf's have like 400 years or whatever. Like that,
Yeah.
that tracks.
Yeah, and in
That would
the
be reasonable.
in the
Like you could have
Starfinder
12 children with like 20 years between every single one of them and still be like, you know, alive.
Yeah.
Anyway.
In the Starfinder canon, dwarves and some elves and goblins and orcs and all of those species come from Absalom Station, right? So it wouldn't be surprising to know that to find out that Barley had that kind of ancestry going on.
A little dwarf
I think we
in him.
should, out of respect, refer to them by their correct title, sporves.
Of course.
And
True.
and you did mean to say spelves as well.
It's true.
Spells.
Humans.
Spumans. No.
That's what
No.
Barley is.
Barley's a
He's
spewman.
spewman.
Yeah, big time.
He's a spewman. Have you seen his blaster cannon?
Yeah, brother. He spews.
Kind of taking
Okay, so about
in-
this map.
about the map, kind of taking in the environment here. I'm going to make a roll, and I'm going to have,
Justin, are there jelly beans on the floor
yeah, of
of
course,
this map?
probably. I don't know. I made this so long ago. I'm going to make a roll. I need, I want Skrank to give me a roll.
Yeah.
Like just a normal roll for perception where you're tracking that blood. And
Yeah.
I want Simion to also do a perception check, just a normal perception check. And the DC is going to be, I'll tell you now in a second.
What a boom. Damn, brother, I can't roll shit.
Good
That's a
lord.
10.
Both of us got twos.
Okay.
I got +8.
Here's the thing.
Okay, so I got a 7.
The roll I'm about to make gets a +8 to it.
So we need it to be a 1 or a 2.
You need it to be a 1 or a 2.
Literally can't.
No, not
Can't.
literally.
I mean, a
Pretty
4 isn't
fucking
great,
close.
but yeah.
God damn.
Pretty
That was just
fucking
the
close.
shittiest series of rolls.
Was I supposed to roll anything?
No, sorry.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
because it does relate to Skrank actively
Yeah.
perceiving.
Leading us to the bloody blood.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh,
Okay,
no.
but can the jelly beans on the floor give me the help action?
Yeah, definitely.
Can they? Is that true? Is that
It
real?
feels like maybe I should be able to since I'm leading with my detect magic datapad situation. But then again, I guess that's not necessarily going to the same place as the blood. Never mind. I
and
withdraw.
it's not necessarily magic either. Is the thing.
I withdraw.
The next roll
I hate
I am
this.
about to make is going to have a +5 to it. And I'll tell you what this means in just a moment. As you're all taking in the scene here and looking around the sewers, Simion, at the last moment, you feel something against your side and you kind of instinctively shift to avoid it. And you look down, missing your armor class with a 10. You see a blade poking through, and you hear a whisper in your ear. You've ruined my fucking life, Simion, and I'm here to collect your bounty. And we are going to all roll initiative.
That could be anyone. Alright, so we need initiative rolls?
We're going to roll initiative, but we'll be back. We're going to take a little break. We're going to roll initiative, come back, and get into some combat. Oh, no. What's going on there?
Oh, shit, are we fighting?
We'll BRB in just a few moments, everyone. BRB. Oh, hello. We're back. When we left off, you all had reached a large chamber, which I can actually just bring up on screen for a quick little look at this. Look at this large ass chamber. Big old sewer chamber that looks like it's below Absalon Station. A part of Simion's memory on a bounty for the Slime King. But all was not good as Simion looks down to see an attack had just missed his armor class out of nowhere. And what we see here, appearing out of a tunnel that caught everyone off guard, you see I'm unhiding all the images, so I'm vamping so hard. You see this human-looking figure, I'll put him up on screen as well, covered in blood. They've got this like green blade and this like greenish armor with this dark helmet and this logo with a little line going through it with these kind of oval shapes going up around it. They whisper into Simion's ear, "You ruined my fucking life. I've come for your head, Simion. I've come to claim that bounty." And we rolled initiative. To recap the initiative, I think, let me look, Skrank got a 4.
Yeah, we rolled initiative and it fucking sucked. This is what happened.
Simion got 8.
Word.
What did Nolora get? What did
12, if I recall.
13. Plus you have
True.
a +1.
It was 13. Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
is true.
All good stuff. A bit of a surprise here. Just a little bit. Barley, who rolled a 22.
My man.
Barley rolled a 22, and he looks around, looks by you, Simion. He's like, "Are you all right?" And then walks 15 feet further out into the tunnel, or into the sewer, I should say, and he points up. I see him up there. Up above the cylinder, high above 20-ish, 25 feet up, we see a figure stand up from being prone. Yes, I'm the Slime King and you've wandered into my domain. Prepare to die. Simion looks back. He can't be serious, right?
I mean, he's got a bounty, so even though he sounds like he's broadcasting from the inside of a locker, let's fucking take this nerd in.
You're the figure who attacked you with the sword. You don't have time to fucking banter, Simion. Barley is up first. Barley's gonna do an attack towards the Slime King. Our boy has got he's got his autocannon here, a massive weapon, +8 to hit. We'll do a little roll for Barley. That one.
Damn, brother.
Oh no.
Barley shoots the glass cylinder and it explodes and water starts pouring out. Oh fuck. Oh, they specifically did tell us not to do that. They were like, the one thing you can't do is shoot the main water supply for the sector above.
Then why the fuck did you do it, Barley?
I thought I was aiming for him. I thought I was fucking aiming for him. The way combat works, now that we're getting into next up in combat, is Nolora's turn. I still haven't figured out how to fucking start this stupid fucking combat. I forgot. Oh, it's down here. Great.
Oh, nice.
It is Nolora's turn. The way it works is you get your main action, you get a move action, and if you have a swift action, you can use that as well. Most of you might not have swift actions.
Can you put a mark on the map where the cylinder is busted?
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I will indeed do that. It's kind of the, let's say south west corner, but I'll draw a little circle here right now. We'll say this 5-foot square is blown out.
Okay.
And that is about 20... we'll say that one is about 15 feet up, whereas the Slime King is about 20 feet up above you.
Okay. I would like... How far can I move? Feet is 30 feet, and these are 5-foot squares?
These are 5-foot squares.
And can I do a diagonal move or no?
Yeah, you can walk diagonal. There's rules in Starfinder for diagonal, and I don't like them, so I'm ignoring them.
So just 5e rules then?
Yeah, because the way they do it in Starfinder, which I guess I get, sort of, not really, is they do like the first step is 5, and then the second one is worth 10, and then the third one is 5 again, or something like that. I don't know.
I thought that was the 5e rules.
Is it the 5e
I also
rules?
thought that's how it was 5e raw anyway, but most people just say fuck it, and the diagonals are.
I definitely say fuck it.
Because
I prefer fuck it.
moving,
I never have DMs with the fuck it attitude. I love the fuck it attitude.
Moving a diagonal, you're technically moving like 7.5 feet or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that's
so
it.
that's like the compromise there, but like.
Yeah, that is fully it. That is it.
Okay.
All right. I am going to move to here,
Hell yeah.
but I'm also going to cast supercharged weapon on Simion's
Ooh.
gun, whatever gun he has out.
Yeah, yeah. What does that do?
I am clicking on it and it is not like popping into chat or anything. Can I drag it into chat?
I
That
don't.
is cursed. What just happened there?
It is. What did you say? It was supercharged weapon.
You supercharge the target weapon if the weapon's next attack hits, provided it is made before the end of the next round. The attack deals 4d6 additional damage if the weapon is a single target attack, or 2d6 additional damage if the weapon attacks all creatures in an area.
Whoa.
The bonus damage is of the same type as the weapon's normal damage.
Okay.
That rules. Holy shit.
And that is a swift action.
That is a swift action? Fuck yeah.
Sure is.
So you've only used, what was that, 20 feet of movement? No, 5, 10, 15
Yeah,
feet.
I don't want to be out in front of everybody, so I'm just going to be in line with Barley.
Definitely.
So that's the end of my movement for right now.
yeah.
With my regular action, do I get to shoot?
Yeah, with your regular action, you can most definitely make an attack roll. You've got a 30-foot range on your pistol, and if I can measure it out here, if depending on who you're going for, but ignoring Pythagorean's theorem for the moment, you're going to take a minus 2 on your attack against the Slime King from that distance.
I would like to go after the person that is trying to open my husband.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
So I'm going to shoot at him. I'm going to turn around and shoot at him.
Hell yeah, do it.
Like, imagine Nolora is, like, walking backwards into this corner, and she, like, with one hand, like, does a little beetle, and, his weapon is good, and she's just like, love you, babe. And then she pulls out her pistol with the other and shoots at Pokey.
Hell yeah, that absolutely rules. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel kind of badass right now. Oh no, it says it has no ammunition left.
Oh, ignore that.
Will it let me roll anyway?
I think so.
It should.
It did, but we didn't roll good.
It
was on a 14 and then bounced.
That unfortunately misses you. As you're going to shoot, Barley is turning around to talk to Simion about his shot and nudges your gun slightly up and it hits a brick. Oh, right. Sorry, you got to be active. You got to know your surroundings as he's making an excuse.
It happens. This is basically a paintball gun.
Oh, all right. Interesting. Is that it for Nolora?
Yes, that's literally everything I could do unless I wanted to move, which I don't.
Hell yeah. Up next in initiative, which I'll unhide from initiative there, is the Slime King. You've entered my domain. Prepare to be decimated. And the Slime King dives down into just full fucking nosedive into the gross fucking liquid below. And you hear as the surface of the water begins to bulge upwards, turning into a massive ooze creature. And you hear, I'm going to get you all. As it doesn't have the greatest movement, but it's going to do its best, okay?
I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't do its best.
The slime claws its way, slops its way out of the throw an ass for the Slime King.
That is so fucking funny.
Throw ass for Slime King is great, actually. That
throw ass
rules.
is the best euphemism for dance I've ever fucking heard. My generation came up with back that thing up. Like, how disappointing.
I'm realizing
throw ass.
that it's I statted this out with an actual some oospiration. It's going to turn its standard action. It's going to turn that into a move action and move twice.
No! I regret my movement!
Engulfing Barley and Nolora. both just engulfed in ooze. You feel it just kind of like pouring into your nostrils and your mouth. It's really not the best thing. I believe I need you, if you want to avoid this, Nolora, you can use your reaction to make a reflex saving throw. And that's gonna,
I would like to do that.
That's going to be a DC 15.
Okay.
And if you succeed, you don't get a reaction, but you are pushed out of the ooze. And Barley is going to do the same.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. I'm going to roll for Barley. It's probably going to say ooze. Ooh, Barley did pretty good, though. Barley got a fucking 17.
Sheesh.
I also can't see him now. To move this ooze up slightly for...
I did a 14.
A 14.
Yeah.
One away. God damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nolora is engulfed in ooze. Target against on a successful save, you're pushed backwards. An engulfed creature gains the pinned condition, and that means that you can't move, and you have a -2 to your AC. You can't move, and you're flat-footed, which means you take a -2 penalty to your AC, and you can't take reactions while you're engulfed, which makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're pinned, you're flat-footed, and you're going to take a d6 +3 of damage at the beginning of your turn, as you are considered suffocating.
Okay.
And if we need a refresher, we can come back to that later. That is the Slime King's... That is the Slime King's turn.
One down. At least 3 to go.
It's not a smart guy. It's the Slime King.
It's not barely a guy at all.
You know what? I'm going to remove this combatant. Simion, you watch this giant ooze form push its way into this very small space towards you all. As Barley gets pushed backwards against a wall and is kind of like pressing up against this ooze, Nolora is completely engulfed, but you are engaged in melee right now with this figure that just kind of showed up out of nowhere, out of a tunnel to the side. A reminder that in Starfinder, it's kind of like, I think it's the 3rd edition rules, whatever it is, where if you move within their attack of opportunity area, you're going to take... you can't just move freely within their melee space, is what I'm getting at.
You get...
That's also 5e.
Is it? I ignore so many rules.
In
Yes,
5e,
it is.
it's if you leave their threatened range, you can move freely within.
Sure.
And like 3-5 in Starfinder, you get a 5-foot step.
Yep.
But
I was just about to say that. You can take...
outside of the 5-foot step, you...
But that 5-foot step is your full movement.
Yeah. If you're trying... Like, it's disengaging, basically.
Yep.
But then you can't move beyond that.
Sorry, I also should have said on Hephaestus, the character sheets on Hephaestus, they give you a rundown of all kinds of different actions you can do in combat. There's truly so many. So if you don't have an idea, you can look at your Hephaestus character sheet. There might be one on here, on Foundry also. I'm sure there is somewhere. I'm just not sure at the time. Maybe under journals. Sorry, Simion, it is your turn.
Cool. Sorry, I was looking, I can't find it. What are the rules for attacking with multiple weapons? Like if I have a weapon in my left hand and my right hand, can you even do that at low level? Is that even possible?
You need a basic attack bonus of 1, which you do have. And that is a good question. Oh god, we went over this. Starfinder multi-attack.
You take like a -4 or something to both attacks. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Keep in mind that I boosted the fuck out of one of your weapons, so you might want to just two-hand that.
There is a full attack, which I'm going to bring up right meow. Sorry, this still technically is a new system for me.
Yeah, either way, actually, now that I'm reading, it doesn't matter because I'm going to use my trick attack thing anyways, which is a full attack action, so I can't attack twice if I do that regardless. So
got it.
Super doesn't matter.
Sweet. But there is a full attack that is essentially the multi-attack.
Okay.
Which we can get into if that comes up.
That buff to my weapon, that's just until the end of round, right? That's not like a...
Let me look again.
It's just
I'm
until
so
the start
sorry.
of your next turn, right?
Yeah, I got it here. It is you supercharge the target's weapon, the weapon's neck.
Provided it is made before the end of the next round.
Yeah.
So next round, it will wear off. At the end of next round.
Okay, that's fine. That doesn't really change anything. I guess all that changes for me is what weapon I want to use. Because if it was like a permanent buff, I'd try to use it on like my biggest damage weapon. But I can't use my biggest damage weapon right now.
Well, if y'all get me out of the slime, I can do that every goddamn turn. So
yeah, and that's kind of what I'm gonna work towards here. I just have this guy on my ass. So pretty much, here's what's gonna happen. Simion is going to, like, I imagine I have my weapons out because we're preparing for a potential fight. Like, kind of, like, holsters up his rifle and, like, starts aiming down the sights as if he's just completely fucking ignoring this guy beside him. And then I'm going to make a trick attack against the guy who's right beside me. And the way that this is going to, like, play out is I'm basically going to, with one of my arms, like, reach for my knife. And then with my other arm, have my pistol come up from underneath. And I'm going to shoot him with my sidearm.
Fuck yeah.
We're just adding 3 layers of confusion. Like, he doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, oh, I'm shooting this guy, I'm ignoring you. Oh, he's reaching for his knife, but it's like, no, you should have been watching the fucking fourth hand. But that's where the danger lies. And yeah, and like, you know, he is. I mean, do I recognize this guy? Do I know who this is?
You don't recognize, but if you want to do a sense motive for free,
I don't. I'm just gonna aim my rifle and just say you're in the way, and I'm gonna shoot him with.
You know what
my,
I will tell you?
sidearm.
Sorry, I will tell you. This moment didn't happen.
Okay.
This moment is new. This is a new thing that's happening right now.
Having memory DLC is happening right now.
Memory DLC is happening right now.
That's mysterious, and well, you know, we don't have time to consider the ramifications of that. We'll just deal with that later. For now, I am going to make an acrobatics check, and I don't know. Yeah, so the DC on this is equal to 20 plus whatever his CR is.
Yeah, their CR is, I believe, 4.
Okay, so we're trying to hit a 24.
That is it.
That's a 33.
That's a nat fucking 20.
That's
is
a nat
what that
20
is.
on my trick attack.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
All of the storytelling beforehand really did it justice, I think.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20 with all that bonus damage.
Word. So, how do crits in this game work? Are
They're
just
exploding, aren't they?
You just double it?
You just double everything. The thing is, with this game, you double all the damage, but also the modifier, which is different from 5e. So normally you add the modifiers at the end, like your +3 for your weapon or whatever.
Right, but you also add that. Right. Yeah, so that's right. So my like dex and everything factors into this.
Yeah, you straight up just double everything.
So it doesn't add more dice, you're just doubling whatever the value is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and roll our d6. Oh, it even has a critical option. Great. So this is just the base damage from my pistol. So it's 3. Wait, I don't know why it rolled twice.
I only saw it once.
Did you select critical?
I did, but that's not what we're supposed to have happen here. Okay, whatever.
Nat 20, so good.
Okay, 3, that's great. And then that's going to be plus my dex, right? Which is
pretty beefy.
A stat. And that stat is equal to a number. And that number
got,
is on my sheet.
3, plus 3.
Great. So we're dealing with 6 damage, and then that's also plus... So how much is the damage that gets added from the buff Nolora?
4d6.
46?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Double that.
Okay, so we're having 6 plus double whatever this comes up as.
Yeah.
Who loves you, baby?
So that, oh my god. So that's 13. So that's 26 plus 6 is going to be 32 damage.
Woof.
So I just fucking shoot this guy in the dome, I guess. Like, I don't know how, if that kills him or what. If not, like, I will leave this to you to narrate. But yeah, literally he just like kind of is aiming and then reaches for his knife. Oh, you thought you were clever. You saw me reaching for my knife. Bad news. Gun comes up from underneath. Like, yeah, maybe I can reach for the knife and he goes to like stop me and it's like, nah, dude, like, this sucks to suck. And then
rules.
says, you're in the way, and I just fucking blast this dude. That's what I've got.
That fucking rules.
It feels so much like a scene from John Wick. Like all of a sudden,
it's funny because like when
Simion, it's just Keanu Reeves.
When I made this character, definitely like the Kasatha have this whole thing where they do their like battle trance or whatever. I kind of imagine it's like outside of combat, he's kind of like just a normal dude, but in battle, he goes into his like. He goes into the zone.
Bloke mode?
He drinks his G Fuel and focuses up big style.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's his. We're going to do a fight. Cool. Let me sip my G Fuel.
Oh my god.
God, that fucking rules.
Anyways, yeah.
Shotgun to a
Holy
pre-workout.
shit, that's so much fucking damage. They're
This level, that's crazy.
They're not dead, but they're so fucking hurt. Jesus, yeah.
And then I'll
Truly
just look
wild.
at him and be like, "That was your warning shot."
Yeah, intimidate him into running away.
Their fucking armor splits. Their helmet, half of the helmet shatters, and they cough up blood and sprays it all over the floor. You see they're still covered in not their own blood, the blood of one of the Knights of Galerion that they had attacked earlier. They look at you. I'm not out yet, Simion. You're gonna pay for what you did. But that was Simion's attack, and what a fucking attack it was. Oh, that was your full attack. So that was
my
your
full attack. So that was my whole.
That was your whole turn.
Fucking turn. I guess I could move, but there's literally no reason to, because I'll just be giving dude a free attack. So yeah, I'm gonna pretty much stay where I am.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
thought that was only when you entered their sphere of influence in this one.
That's D&D. In this one, it's if you move within their sphere of influence or leave it.
Yep.
That is the way it is in D&D also.
Okay.
Next up is Captain Reed, who looks around. What the fuck is going on? It's going to take 10 feet up against this wall and is going to make a shot against the ooze. Not aiming for Nolora, but just aiming. Whoa, they definitely hit.
Hell yeah.
And that's going to be a normal amount of damage that they do. Whoa, they fucking max out that damage, baby. Captain Reed slams up against the wall and hauls out this pistol that looks like it's been made of 4 different pistols, and it sounds disgusting. It sounds like the junkiest thing you've ever heard, as this dirty laser flies out and pierces a hole straight through the ooze, who doesn't take an insignificant amount of damage.
Oh, you can't hurt me. I'm the Slime King.
And Mary Reed is like, well, who the fuck is this slime? What the fuck is going on in here?
Reasonable.
Very reasonable. No swift actions. Skrank, it is your turn. There's an awful lot of everything happening, but what is Skrank doing?
Okay, I guess Skrank's gonna turn to Simion and gesture to this person and go like, you got this? Should I... You got this one? I'll focus on this ooze guy. The return of the ooze.
Simion is loading.
We stan a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference.
Yep. All right.
We're in a sewer. It's perfect.
It does feel very Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. And I'm not in this.
No.
Okay.
You are not in that range.
Okay. Can I see where Nolora is in the ooze?
Yes, definitely. It is transparent,
so-
and I made it transparent on the map as well, so you can definitely see
Yeah.
Nolora
Okay,
in the
So
ooze.
theoretically, I could like aim an attack away from her. That's
Yeah.
what the
This
other person
ooze is-
said, right?
She's making the universal sign for choking.
This ooze is
Okay.
20 feet by 20. It is fucking massive, right? It's a huge,
Yeah.
smelly lump of people's waste.
Okay, so I would like to scooch myself just a hair closer, I think. My movement is 30 feet, so if I'm like there.
Yeah, that's only half your movement so far. Yeah.
Yeah, should be fine. And then he's only 10 feet. The ooze is only 10 feet away. Okay. And I'd like to. Okay, Okay. So is Nolora? Does it feel to me like Nolora's gonna take damage every turn that she's in this ooze?
You can very easily assume that nothing
Like,
about
I can-
Nolora staying there is good.
Okay, because I can either like damage the ooze or I can try to save Nolora. I'm wondering with the text of life bubble, I can surround a target creature with a constant and movable
Whoa.
1-inch shell of tolerable living conditions customized for each creature.
Holy
Now, what
shit.
Yeah, now what it does
That is so
provide-
fucking clever, Katie.
I love
I'm
it.
so hyped.
Very
would-
wise.
that would
Big
fucking do
wisdom
it.
Move.
A lot of wisdom in that little rat.
Yeah,
What a
the
wise-
And can I
rat.
just say that Skrank is a dapper little guy too? Just a dapper little guy.
Just a cute little dude.
Just a cute little guy
Cute
out
little guy.
here being a little smarty pants. Okay, well that's what I'll do then, I think. Yeah, because my other option is to try to hit the ooze, but I think I'm worried about lighting it on fire and then burning Nolora as well. So can I cast Life Bubble on Nolora? I think
And then you can light it on fire all you want.
that's what I was thinking. It says, and it also does say that the shell protects targets and their equipment from extreme temperatures. Just for the record.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
Yeah, between minus 50 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, what it doesn't do is it doesn't provide protection from energy damage, negative or positive energy planes, or radiation.
Got it.
Oh no,
So-
if this is anything like TMNT, this is a radiated ooze. So
Well, you're already in it, to be fair.
We are all radiated. We've been very close to suns. Okay, so I guess that's what I'll do. Theoretically, there's a safe DC of 14, but if the creature's like willing to have it, does she need to roll a save? Like, what do I need to roll?
No, I don't think any. I think it just works, right? There
Okay.
is no roll. You cast life bubble. What does it look like for Skrank casting life bubble on Nolora?
Yeah, this is, I think, a little bit more of the techy magic than, like, this is one of Skrank's, like, cooler tech magic. So he, like, flips open, like, he, like, flips up his goggles, maybe. And, no, actually, he flips down his goggles.
He flips up his goggles. He flips down his goggles.
He just does this so much. And he clicks one side and the picture moves and then there's a bubble. No, anyway, like flips down his goggles and like focuses his magic energy right at Nolora and this like almost like a light beam of energy just like originating from Nolora and like surrounding right outside of her.
Hell yeah, that rules. What a fucking clever use of that spell. What better time than now to use it, honestly? Fuck yeah. That is half your movement and your standard action. anything else from Skrank?
Yeah, I don't think I have any.
Any swifty boys?
I don't think I have any swift actions, but I will move back. Maybe I'll move back. How far did the ooze just move?
It moved 40 feet total. It doesn't have a lot of movement in its turn.
Okay.
Jesus, what the? I'm blanking out so fucking hard. It doesn't have a lot of movement. End of sentence.
Yeah. So if I squish myself back here, then is that kosher?
Yeah. That is
great.
all...
Just to get a little bit further away.
That's gravy.
From Yuck City.
Next up is the mystery combatant. They look at you, Simion. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve too, Simion. And you see the little shoulder plates pop up and flashes out as a flashbang erupts from their shoulders. That is going to be I believe it's a reflex saving throw, but let me make sure as I
definitely make sure.
Desperately try to.
My saving throws are all over the place. If it's a reflex save, that's okay. If it's a fortitude save, we might be in trouble.
I should have had their sheet open. Sorry, 1 second here. It is DC of 12 plus DC 16 reflex saving throw.
Okay. This is a straight up coin flip. Let's go. That's a 13.
Oh shit. That is not successful, unfortunately. You are blinded until the end of your next turn. And I can tell you all about that in a moment. Boom, 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 boom. It's not good. It's not good stuff. I literally just closed the window that I needed, which is great. Which is good stuff.
That's one of the biggest panic things to happen during streaming.
Blinded is you get you're flat-footed, so you take a -2 to your armor class, and you get a -4 penalty to strength and dexterity-based checks and to opposed perception checks. All checks that rely on vision automatically fail. You can't observe other creatures, which means you treat all creatures as having total concealment, which means you have a coin flip to even hit them if you think you know where they are. You have to succeed on a DC 10 acrobatics check to move faster than half of your movement speed in general. Okay. And if you fail that check, you fall down. That is
the good news is I literally cannot fail that unless I roll a nat 1. So I have a plus 13 on acrobatics.
Jesus.
Damn.
Truly wild. Truly wild. Yeah, you these flash up, and your AC it takes a -2. With that -2, they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to make a strike against you, and they get a +5 for this. Their regular attack. Oh, 14 versus your KAC -2.
KAC is normally 15, but it's 13 right now because it's -2, so that is going to hit.
Shit. All right. You're going to take this amount of damage that they're just going to roll right. Oh, fuck. They rolled fucking max damage.
That is crazy. I mean, fair enough. I just fucking did like 36 damage. Anyways, I'm down.
Oh, shit.
That puts me at exactly 0, so I'm not like...
No, sorry. This comes from your stamina first. So you have 18...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I have 2 stamina left.
You have 18 stamina. Yeah. But that's a hefty hit.
That's a hefty blow.
Yeah. They can't move because the movement was actually activating their flashbang from their armor. So that is it for their go. We're back to the top of initiative, and Barley Graham is looking at this fucking ooze creature. Oh, Jesus. Bahamut, what is going on with all this? I don't think this is what I signed up for, but I guess it's exactly what I signed up for because no one wanted to fucking deal with it. He's going to try to make, he's got a longsword. Why? Why did I do this?
Barley has a longsword?
Yeah.
Sure, dude.
Barley has a longsword and a cannon blaster.
I want to know why he
Barley
has.
sucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say, don't make me remind you of things I've been reminding you of.
Barley.
Oh, Barley's
evening.
got a long sword and a cannon blaster.
I think
I'm sure the longsword is also very girthy.
He swings back his autocannon and is gonna use his swift action to change weapons. He's gonna make an attack 11 against the ooze, which doesn't hit the ooze. It actually passes through the ooze. Nolora, you see the tip of the blade like by your nose, like swing by your nose. Barley's like, that didn't work because it's an ooze and it just formed around my blade, I guess. That was his. He's going to use his guarded step to move 5 feet. But if he moves any further, well, he can't. But he didn't want to use his movement to take that opportunity attack, so he's slowly moving against this wall around the outskirts. And that brings us back to Nolora, safe in your bubble. You're totally fine now. You're no longer engulfed, technically. Or you're no longer in danger of taking damage for suffocation, I guess is what I'm getting at here.
What do I roll to take a cozy little nap?
I will say you are prone because you were pinned by their initial movement. So,
Okay.
To stand up, I believe is, you can stand up as your move action. So your full move.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to move after that?
You'd have to turn your standard action into a move action to do both. So you'd lose your standard action and you get to move twice, once to stand up and once to leave.
Okay, and with this little bubble, do I get to move freely through the ooze now?
I will say yes, because that's protecting you from the engulfment grossness of this ooze. So I'll say you're relatively unimpeded thanks to the life bubble.
Okay, and is there an organ or anything in this ooze that I can like just walk up to and crush it with my grubby little hand?
You know what, let's do a perception check. Why not? That's fun. Oops.
Perception.
Perception.
Man. It is not Nolora's day today.
Oh, no. What was that roll total? It's not showing up for me for some reason.
It was a 4.
Oh, no. You just see transparency. Just a lot of... Everything is green around you right now.
Okay. I wouldn't be able to make an argument for like a life science or something since this is like kind of my deal.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll take that roll for whatever your life sinus...
You're the best. You're very kind to me. Thank you.
Your life sinus.
That's better. We got a 24.
That is your jam. That is very much your jam. You quickly put together that the ooze king, the slime king himself is this ooze. He turned into what you're seeing. So all of this is the same thing. He just changed his form.
Okay.
So everything around you is fair game to actually hurt the slime king himself.
Okay. But no like critical point from within that I could like exploit.
Oh, you know what? There are rules for this exact thing actually.
Gross. Okay.
Oh no, it's not here. I
I love that you keep doing Price is Right.
Because I'm like, when I don't find something, it's like, wah, wah. Oh my god, creature.
We're just doing all the references from my childhood specifically this evening, and I'm here for it.
Oh wait, it's probably on your character sheet because I'm a smart guy. Boo. You can identify a creature, which you already did. You know what? I'll say. With the 24, I'll say you get a +2 to that because that just makes sense to me. So any attack you'll make with a +2 as a situational bonus that you gain from just realizing that it's all ooze that's going to hurt the Slime King. The exact ruling isn't laid out where I just looked, and I don't want to waste any more time. So we're just gonna.
That's super fair. Okay,
not that it's a waste of time, but I feel like I'm wasting everyone's time. Is how I feel.
No,
not at all.
I was asking the questions.
Do you need to sit down and talk about something?
No,
Oh.
I'm fine.
You got some feelings?
I'm totally good.
We'll talk after the stream.
Will we? It's bedtime after the stream.
I got Chinese food. So.
What is Nolora doing? What's your game plan?
So like there's a couple cool things that I can do, but I feel like because it's a slime, it's not gonna fucking work. So you
get the sense that most damages are going to do something. It doesn't have any immunities to most things.
Okay, can I just candidly ask you if a thing is gonna work?
Mm-hmm.
I have this radiation feature that I can activate as a swift action. Let me click it. There you go. And you can read that.
Hell yeah. As a standard action, you emit an aura of low-level radiation creatures within 5 feet, or be sickened. A sickened creature recovers as it moves into your aura. The poison
S
effects.
action means standard action.
Yeah, which I was going to bring up because I realized after the fact of
I thought S meant swift.
That's the thing.
I'm so sorry.
No. I've also made this mistake.
Missed that shot anyway,
Yeah.
so.
I've also made this mistake where S action apparently means standard action, which in no world makes sense when you also have swift action as an option. Like,
why would it not be N action for like normal action?
Yeah, or just
whatever?
just action.
Yeah.
It will be poisoned. But
Hell yeah.
why can't I? I will tell you that poisoning won't do anything. That's one of the rare things that won't do anything to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
It lives in poison, basically, right?
Yeah. Okay, so then the thing that I would like to do is to... daze him.
Ooh. Let's go.
But the thing, it's in slime form, so does that matter? Like,
it's still the Slime King, right?
I'm very confused. Slime King is a human that can transform into a slime, correct?
Yep.
Or not necessarily human, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like a guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like I can short circuit the mind of a humanoid creature with a CR of 3 or lower.
Got it. I see why that's confusing. Yeah, that'll still work because he technically is still a humanoid, just changing his shape in the moment.
Okay, so I would like to do that.
Hell yeah. What is that ability called, sorry?
Daze.
Oh, that's Daze? Great. Daze, and that is a will save.
This aura.
Hell yeah. they're going to make a will save. I'm just trying to see the DC of your will saves is a 14. Yeah, they're going to roll. They need to get a 14 on this will save. They have a -1 to this check. Here we go. That's natural 20.
God dang it! Okay, well.
Fuck. Oh, that sucks.
And can I also ask very briefly? I'm so sorry to have so many questions,
That's
but
okay.
is the water in here raising because of the pipe bursting?
If anything, it's kind of evening out a little bit. It seems like it's made for overflows, right? Like there are other kind of pipes and offshoots kind of going in all directions. It doesn't seem like that's an immediate danger right now. Okay. But there is water still flowing down from that main pipe, right? But the ooze would have taken out some liquid as well because it's a huge 20 by 20 by 20 sphere of substance.
All right. Shit. I wanted to fucking walk out of here, and I got confused because of standard versus S versus Swift. But,
You can stand up, at least. Or you can crawl, I think. Oh, hold on. Wait. I think you can crawl, actually. Half your movement. Let me look at that.
I would love to crawl half of my movement. I would love to do
that. Sorry. You can crawl 5 feet.
Aw, damn it. Okay.
I'm thinking of D&D again. 5 feet is the crawl action. Or you can stand up. It's up to you.
I will stand up.
Okay. You get to your feet within the ooze, but at least you can breathe. Everything seems fine. We're back to the Slime King. They're gonna move down and engulf Barley. Barley is gonna do another one. Oh God, why do I keep doing this? For some reason, Barley isn't like above when I move Slime King down. It's like Barley gets his token gets covered up, and then I can't select him. It's okay. That's a me issue. That's an issue for no one else. Barley's gonna do a reflex saving throw. Gets engulfed. Barley is also very much engulfed. That was just the move action, just to move into that space, and it's going to attack Barley, who's within. I'm gonna say it gets a. It's going to come up flanking. It's not flanking. He's getting a +2 situational bonus here. Natural 1. Jesus.
Let's go.
You see it tries to like compress inwards, and Barley's just like pushing outwards, like coughing and sputtering. That is all. The Slime King just all over the place, really. Natural 20s for saves and natural 1s for its actual actions. Simion, we are around to your turn. You watch. Nolora seems relatively okay, if not a little annoyed. As Skrank and Miri Reed have kind of pushed backwards, but Barley has just been engulfed. But wait, you don't see any of that. I was just about to say, I'm fucking
blind as shit.
You are super blind in this moment. And if you need a refresher on all of the things, there's a lot of.
I know my AC is bad. I need to roll to move not at half speed.
Yep.
I also need to roll a d20 to see if I can even like hit something because I can't see them.
Yeah, you have a 50% chance to hit something. You have a -4 to all strength and dex, and you need a DC 10 acrobatics to even move at half speed. That's what's going on. At least you had your first turn fucking was a big one for attacking.
It was a good turn. And then do I know how long this effect lasts for, or do I just have...
By the end of this turn, it'll be gone.
Okay. That's good, at least. That's something. I am going to make use of a thing. I'm just trying to figure out where the frig it is on my... Here we go. Class features? That sounds right. Hell yeah! Alright. I haven't had a chance to use this yet. This is fun. This is what I got at 2nd level. I'm going to make use of my holographic clone.
Whoa.
Because this doesn't require an attack or a roll or literally anything. I just do it. So yeah, it creates holographic duplicates of myself.
Whoa.
That it basically functions the way that mirror image does. So it's hard to tell like which one is actually me. So I create 1d4 images of myself that last for a minute. And I do that per operative level. So we're level 2, so it would be 2d4.
Holy shit.
And then, yeah, it otherwise works the same way as mirror image does.
Fuck yeah.
So let's roll 2d4. Boom. So that's 4. So it creates 4 holographic copies.
4 holographic copies.
And mirror image.
I'm gonna mark real Simion with something.
So I mean, for what it's worth, they don't inhabit separate squares. They're all like we're overlapped on each other, basically.
Oh,
is the idea. It just makes it harder for them to tell like which one is actually me and which one is one of these like shimmering kind of duplicates.
Got it.
And they move around with me and they kind of mimic my movements and sounds and actions exactly. So basically, just anytime I get attacked by an attack or a spell that targets something, anytime someone rolls an attack roll against me, we just randomly determine if it actually hits me or if it hits one of my things.
Fuck yeah. Very good move for this exact moment.
And yeah, and if it hits one of the things, then it just that one disappears.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
They do have to be able to see the filaments for it to matter. So if it's something that has like blind sight or something, it doesn't matter. But
got it. Yeah.
Other than that, cool. I do that, and then I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stick where I am.
Okay.
Because what did you say last time? I have tricks up my sleeves too. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I have more sleeves than you, bud. And do that.
It's true. It's just true. It's just a fact. It's fact-splaining. Simion is fact-splaining right now. Is that it for Simion?
I think so. That's going to be
hell yeah. All of these holographic images of Simion are moving around and distracting the figure in front of you, who I will say, just as a fun little mystery, that there is a clue going on here, but I won't outright say anything about it. As you don't look at them, but use your memory from when you could see them. Captain Reed is gonna still looks confused, but is gonna do another shot against the giant ooze, now trying to avoid both Barley and Nolora with this shot. Oh man, they rolled the same thing again. Holy shit, that was the exact same roll they rolled last time, but the opposite of damage. They deal 1 damage.
All right.
You see the laser kind of like doesn't make it all the way through, but it's you see some singeing going on the ooze.
Stop fucking shooting me!
The ooze exclaims. Skrank, you are up. What's Skrank getting up to as more people are getting engulfed and Simion erupts in an array of holograms?
Yeah, Skrank Skrank sees Simion do that and is kind of like stumbling around like blind and stuff, and Skrank's like, I mean, he said he was good. I don't know what to... And Skrank's gonna scurry right past him up to the ooze again, and I'm gonna cast Overheat.
Ooh.
Which is, I collect the heat generated by nearby bodies and devices and vent it outward in a thermal wave, dealing 2d8 fire damage.
Whoa.
And I'm going to aim it right I'm gonna try to aim it like right in the center of this guy. And it says it's got it's a conical shape, and the range is 15 feet. So I'm gonna try. I was like to do it like right between Barley and
Yeah,
Nolora.
You can hit me. Remember?
You can definitely angle it.
Oh yeah, you are in the life bubble.
Oh,
so.
right. Yeah.
So if
I'll,
you
like,
want to
switch
err
over.
in the side of caution,
Yeah.
by all means, feel free.
They get a saving throw for this.
Yeah, the save DC is 14.
Yeah, so let's... that's a reflex saving throw. Let's see how well old... Oh, 7.
It sucks to suck, doesn't
Let's
it?
fucking go.
How about that? Okay, so now I get to roll 2d8.
How about them spapples?
2d8, right? Okay. I'm gonna roll 2d8.
Let's go.
A 6 and a 4. All right.
A 6 and a 4.
Not so bad.
Huge chunks of the Slime King melt away as it... Not quite out, but I'll say... You know what I'll say? Which I should have been maybe doing all along, but this is kind of fun, where it is shrinking in size and kind of shrinks down to well under half its size as parts are melting away as it's losing hit points.
I'm imagining it like evaporating as the fire hits it.
As the fire starts melting it.
Hell yeah.
No, stop that. No, fear me, fear the Slime King. Fear me.
Right, okay. Ooh, I'm so scared.
Barley's like coughing, throwing up. Just
Get it
full
together,
vomit.
Barley.
Just hands on knees, full vomiting.
Remember him more useful, Simion.
Anything else from Skrank?
I think I'll move back to my little hidey hole again. Just
Yeah.
Smush myself back there.
You may
It's nice
as well.
and safe back there.
Yeah, you may as well, I think.
Okay.
Next up is our mystery combatant, who needs to roll to even hit Simion. These images may mimicking whenever you are attacked. There's a possibility the attack targets. Yep, the attack is a hit. Roll randomly to see whether it hits you or a figment. I guess 1d4 makes the most sense to me because you have 4 of them, right? If you want to roll to see which one it hits, you can be 1 and then it hits a mirror image on 2, 3, or 4. Simion, how does that sound?
That sounds good, I think. Let me...
That's how I'm understanding the... Unless I'm...
To me, it sounded like he's supposed to roll to determine which one he
There's
is.
also a chance that it hits me, too, though, so it can't be a D4. So there's 4 of them and 1 of me, and we just randomly determine it.
I'm
so,
smart.
like,
I'm a smart guy.
I don't know. I can just roll, like, a D6, and if it's, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, it hits one of them. If it hits 5, it hits me, and if it's a 6, I'll just fucking re-roll it.
Yeah, it straight up doesn't say where I'm looking right now. Fucking...
Right, I can just roll a D5. This is...
oh yeah,
future.
this is we're in technology
So
land.
we'll say if it hits a 5, it's me. If it's any of the other ones, it hits one of them.
I'm also pulling up Foundry's mirror image because where I was looking just didn't have anything about it. I'm very down with a D5.
All right, cool.
It also doesn't say in this one.
It's a 1, so that's one of my...
Hell yeah! So you're down to 3, which makes it a D4 next time, I guess.
Yeah, and then we can roll a real dice next time.
You see the figure. Well, oh yeah, your sight comes back to you, Simion. Things start to clear, and you actually have your vision back again.
Let's go.
You see this figure just in time as they're going to slash towards you, but they cut through a hologram. God damn it! I'm gonna kill you, Simion. I'm taking your head into the nights.
sucks to suck.
That is. They want to stay in melee. That's their bread and butter right there. So that's what they're going to do. Give me a perception check, Simion. We'll say a pretty easy DC of 10, an even 10 DC.
All right, I just need to not roll a 1 or a 2.
Nice.
So that's a 16.
You notice that because you don't remember this person, this is a new instance of something happening. But
Right.
Barley also glossed over the fact that this person exists entirely. The Slime King earlier didn't count them when they were doing a rough number of how many others they had to take down. It seems like whatever's happening in this area right now, no one except your companions, the real companions you have, can actually
So they can see this person, and like are aware of that they're doing shit, but the other guys don't seem to notice anything.
Yep. And with that, it's Barley's turn, who's just going to do another longsword attack.
Makes sense.
Sure, Barley. Nat 20! Barley!
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right, Barley, slice the ooze.
Minimum
my
damage,
friend.
he fucking...
Where were these rolls when you were fighting for your life on fucking whatever that planet was?
Barley comes up covered in vomit and is like, I'm so mad.
Barley drops his autocannon and just two hands directly down onto this fucking ooze. The ooze like sputters and the shape forms back into the Slime King, who's just kind of laying helplessly on the ground. Barley's like, right now you've given us enough trouble. We're gonna take you up to the surface and turn you into the knights now. Now frig off with all this turning into ooze and shit. We've had enough of that. We won't get as much if we bring you back dead anyway. So, and he pokes him with the sword. The Slime King's like,
I
no.
love that Barley is from Newfoundland.
Frig off.
Yeah.
Frig off, bud.
Frig off.
Frig off. It's turning into ooze and shit.
The Slime King like
Classic.
coughs up. You see just like their form is amorphous. Like the clothing that they look like they're wearing doesn't really exist. I don't know if I put them on stream, but that's them right there. That's the Slime King, baby.
Hell yeah.
Very slimy.
He looks like Banksy. Oh, is Slime King Spanksy?
Slime King, stop.
Can I do a
Slime.
perception check to see if the Slime King is Spanksy?
I'll tell you for free. No.
God damn
It
it.
wouldn't be Slime King. Come on.
It would be, though. Seems like kind of a prick. I don't know.
Nolora, it is your turn. You're free from the ooze. The Slime King is down. It seems there's just one singular combatant left, which is the one that's taking the fight to your husband. What is Nolora doing?
I am going to use that same spell as I used before on Simion's weapon again.
Whoa, fuck yeah. Simion gets a 4d6 on a successful hit. On the next successful hit, so it doesn't even have to be if you miss, it still will be there until you hit, until the end of the next round, not even this one. Any movement from Nolora?
No, but I am going to use my swift action to thank Skrank for saving my skin.
Skrank nods.
Good ear scratches.
With the Slime
You and me,
King,
chinny rubs.
chinny rubs. You and me,
Hell
chinny
yeah.
rubs. If I was making merch, that would be the next thing. You, me, chinny rubs.
Chinny rubs.
With the Slime King out of the picture, and if that was it for Nolora, it's back to Simion with what does it look like when Nolora enhances the weapon of Simion?
I think really what it is she just like says something flirty to him, and he just gets extra confidence. Because as much as he pretends he's not super in love with his wife, he is.
Aww. It's very sweet.
I don't think he pretends he's not in love with his wife. He just doesn't. He's not a touchy-feely person, which is ironic because he's very good at touching and feeling things, given all his hands.
Because the hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is Simion doing in Empowered by Love?
I'm gonna stab a bitch.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Same as last time. We're gonna do a trick attack, and we'll see if this even. We'll see what happens. We're just gonna see that. Is there trying to beat what was it?
24 is the DC. Yep.
Okay, so I don't get my trick attack off, but that doesn't mean that the attack misses. It just means I don't get my bonus damage.
Yeah. God, that's so many bonuses to that attack.
I know, it's plus 8, +3, +2. I don't even. I know the 3 is my dex. I know the 8 is something.
The 8, yeah, I can't remember offhand.
Wait a second. Oh wait, no, that was my acrobatics, right? Is that what I rolled? Yes. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Everything's fine.
We're
chill. Everything is chill. I'm gonna shoot this person with my pistol. That's a 17 against their KAC.
That will certainly fucking do it.
Cool. So that's gonna be 1p plus
the 4d6
plus 4 more d6s. Well, that's gonna be 14 damage coming their way.
They had 3 from your first attack.
Excellent. Cool.
They held on for a while with that 3 hit points.
I mean,
they accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very much I try the trick attack, and I feel like it almost makes it worse because with all the duplicates shifting around and stuff, it's real easy to be cagey, whatever. And they're maybe paying extra close attention, so oh, I see it's the, and they notice it's the real me just in time for the gun to come up to their fucking dome. And it's oh, you found me. Bang.
Hell yeah.
And that is what I do with my turn. I guess I can move now, although the other guy is not. I don't need to move. I'm where I want to be.
Slanking is
I'm
fucking
good.
down,
Yeah.
yo. As the shot rings out and the figure begins to fall backwards, they land up against the wall behind themselves and slide down, a blood kind of pouring out of their mouth and out of their chest from the previous attack. This isn't the end, Simion. There are 9 more of us at least. The Grahams are coming for you, Simion. They reach out a hand towards Barley, and they fall sideways onto the floor.
God damn it. Fuck you, Justin.
I don't get it.
This
The
was one of Barley's
Grahams?
kids. Barley was named Barley Graham, so the implication is he said there's 9 more coming, which is wild because we know he had 12 children plus the adopted ones, so I sense a schism within the ranks.
Some of them aren't old enough, some of them are babies.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Nolora, you know what I should say is Barley looks at you, Simion, right? Well, just doesn't see this person laying on the floor. Right, well, we got the Slime King. That was job well done, and they're unconscious, but I think they're alive. I don't know how to check the pulse of an ooze, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. We'll get this back up to the surface. You can split your amount with the others here, whoever they are. That's great. Now, and as he's about to get into some spiel that you remember him going on about a rant about proper tactics and not getting engulfed in an ooze, and as everything kind of shifts around you, the floor starts to flip over. The tiles look like they're flipping all around as branches and trees and vines start growing out of the wall, Barley kind of gets engulfed by trees as he disappears completely along with the Slime King, who's overgrown by vines that are wrapping up around his body until there's nothing else that remains. And you hear the chirps of creatures deep within a jungle. You see the stone walls of the sewer itself are replaced by cobalt stone of ancient runes that you once have come across. You hear...
Am I gonna hear a little voice?
You
Am I
do.
gonna hear a little voice?
You hear someone calling out, Nolora! Nolora, where'd you go? I think I discovered a new bug. It bit my nose and my eyes are burning. Nolora! And everything kind of pauses. The leaves on the trees freeze in place. The sounds stop as you get a notification on your tablet device. A call that's coming in from the Aspis Consortium to all employees aboard Dream Station.
I'm going to ignore that, actually.
Oh.
And I think that Nolora is a little bit emotional for that to matter to her right now. I feel like she is going to probably just kind of start crying. Like, I don't know, like, it would probably be a trial for her to, like, handle this. That's her dead best friend, right? And she's, like, much, much more emotional than Simion is.
For sure.
So I don't know if she'd be able to hold it together.
For sure.
She might, like, through tears, cry out, Brave?
Dead silence in the jungle. Except the ringing of Space Nokia.
I'm so sorry to do this, but I think that she would just sit there crying until, like, somebody made her do anything.
You sit on the ground, and the ringing stops, and you hear a beep.
If anyone is on Dream Station that is a member of the Aspis Consortium, you won't be paid for your time there. No employees were meant to go to Dream Station. That is strictly out of bounds. Please call me back at your most convenient time, which should be now. Imperia Crow signing off.
And the voice message beeps in red to let you know that that message is there. And I think that's where we're going to end our session.
Mean!
Ba 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 ba. Wow.
Yeah.
Right back to Price is Right.
Thematic.
I think those are the vibes that we carried this entire time.
It's all about theme. I thought that I was gonna end that combat, but I could actually, with the fucking critical hit and everything, I was like, oh, this combat actually isn't gonna be that. We could finish this combat.
Sometimes it just happens, you know?
We wrecked it. I don't know what to say.
Sometimes.
That first nat 20 from Simion really made short
Yeah.
work of that combat, I think.
That first nat
of
20.
your dead best friend's kid.
One of
the nat 20 on your dead best friend's kid really helped us move the combat along.
He's not.
Well, now they get to be together.
Now he's kiddened. He's alive-ened.
You gotta turn a bit into real things, right? That's what happens.
That's the thing. I love that is where that ended up.
I made a whole fucking thing about it. Their name was Coruscant, and that's a type of wheat.
Of course, they all better have wheat-based names.
They do. They do.
Excellent.
I'm so mad.
Are any of them named Chaff?
I don't think we'll ever get to see them, and we'll get more into that next session, but let me look at their names right now. So, because what I mean is that I may as well say them now because I don't think it's ever going to come up. We've got Sorga, in order from Coruscant up, we've got Tef, Semolina, Grain, Emmer, Einkorn, Maize, no, that can't be it. I'm going to say Triticum, Sorghum, and Durham. Durham being the most resilient at the top.
A real robust wheat child.
Yeah.
And this is when the audience learns the kind of dedication that it really takes to be a GM.
I mean, it's not anyone can just do this, you know?
You gotta research wheat.
Yeah, you must research
You gotta
the
get
wheat.
fucking wheat filled.
Google.
If I know anything about you, Justin, you found that terribly fun.
I enjoyed it. I was like, wow, what's the most resilient wheat? They're going to be the strongest of the grams.
Holy shit. Fuck, that's funny.
It's fun. It's all fun and games. That's what we're doing here. Hey, what a session. Made it through combat in Dream Station. One session left of Dream Station. Wow. But hey, in reverse order of what we did earlier, maybe say where people can find you, Doxy.
I'm just on like Instagram and Twitter right now. I'm trying to find myself, and it's kind of like, I'm sorry to make it your problem, but I'm making it your problem. So you can go to Twitter. My @ is ZER0DOXY, 0 Doxy. And on Instagram, my @ is hellacious malacious because my name is Mallory. It's the
That's
word
true.
hellacious and then MALLACIOUS.
That's
If you
true,
want to see
awesome.
lots of pictures of Gaston, the bestest boy,
Which you do.
those are the places to be.
He's got a huge thunder crack, and there's like a big.
I heard that. I was
lightning
wondering what that
streak.
was.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was whack.
It was wild that I heard that.
Are like
Yeah.
one a year?
Yeah.
Cool.
That was it. It's over.
It's
And
over.
I missed it.
Blew it.
Fuck my transition there was going to be speaking of one a year. Katie, what are you up to?
What is that supposed
I
to
don't
mean?
know. Okay, I don't fucking know.
What is that
I just say
supposed to
things,
mean?
and I hope that they land, and
What
sometimes they
only
don't.
do once a year. Hi, my name is Santa Claus, and I.
There you go.
You can find me in your chimney, and that's the only place you can find me. No. My Twitter handle is @DJ Khaled. You can at me
Wow.
That's you?
if you have any good like lyric ideas, because I do a little bit of music. I dabble. It's like fun for me. That's just my hobby, though. And that's it. And that's it. And that's it.
That's it, and that's it. Speaking of that's it, Josiah.
What it do, gamers?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that flamingos are only pink because they eat a disproportionately high amount of shrimp?
I did know that.
And the fucking color in the shrimp is not processed by their body, and it exits through their feathers.
There's blue flamingos out there because they eat blue fish that just happen to be in the area, and they're blue.
That's very epic and based.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that from Eureka's Castle in like 1987.
I don't
Is
know
that
what
a
that
real
is.
Year?
It's a
Is that a real
children's
year?
program that was on
Not a real
Nickelodeon
year.
when I was little.
How old are
Listen,
you?
all my other
I'm
1987
old.
deniers, get in the chat, get in the comments if you don't think 1987 happened. They can't prove it happened.
I was exaggerating. It was probably closer to 89 or 90.
Well, those are real
But I was
years.
born in 1985.
We went from 86 to 88. 87 didn't happen. It's called the dark year. Look it up. Do your own research. I'm just asking questions. Now,
I'm begging somebody to submit this to Alex Jones and see if he takes up with it.
Hey, Alex Jones, what's your opinion? Did 1987 happen?
Did it happen?
Just like as a concept? Anyways, thank you for watching. I guess I should actually do the fucking thing I was supposed to do. I'm Josiah, Dungeon Dad. You can find me at Dungeon Dad in most places. Thank you for putting my channel in the chat. God bless you. I'm not going to say anything about anything other than that you should follow my channel and like, I mean, there's, I like to think all my videos are cool, but there's going to be a video on my channel in the next like 6 weeks that's going to blow your fucking mind. It's going to make every other YouTube video look like bullshit.
It blew our minds, for
And
sure.
yeah, they saw it at the advanced screening event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's
They're
popcorn.
all
Wow.
heavily NDA'd, so if Justin heard...
It was just the Ava video again. It was that one.
It was just that video again. We're remastering it. I recolor graded it. It's on Switch now.
Same.
If it works for Skyrim, it works for me.
It's
Getting the
top-
Skyrim treatment.
Listen, if fucking Todd Howard can repackage and sell the same game literally 17 times,
Yeah.
and people buy it over half of those times,
I own it
I can
3
re-upload
times.
a YouTube video.
One upload of this YouTube video is not enough for the viewing audiences.
Mhm.
We
Right.
need more.
Yeah.
We need
More
you know,
Ava.
No, it's going to be fucking incredible, and I am stoked, personally. I'm always stoked. Anytime my friends do cool stuff, I'm fucking stoked for it. And hey, it's me. I'm here. Look, I have a big frame too, and this is about as long as I... Oh, you know what? Here's a fun thing. We discovered this during the Silvistead stream. I could do, like, little things, and it does...
What?
That's so fun.
What? I want confetti.
Oh my god. I love that one.
Yeah, it's so silly. It's so silly.
That's incredible.
Can I do it?
It's a Mac thing. It's a Mac stuff.
Oh,
Mac stuff.
okay.
You have to be fucking based in
Completely
Apple.
by accident, because I was like rubbing my arm, and it does this when I rub my arm, and it gave a thumbs up, and so we were like,
Oh, because it looks like you're giving a thumbs up. Yeah.
and we were like, what is causing? But it's an Apple thing. I can also do balloon. No, it was balloons. That's what it was. I did a peace sign, and balloons came up. Which was wild. Which was a wild thing to have happen in the middle of a stream. Like, yeah, that's me. I'm the balloons guy. That's what I do.
Good lord.
No, Silvistead is. You know what? No, Null Shore 1932. I got to make an announcement about this tomorrow. Is happening next Thursday. Call of Cthulhu featuring Retson and Rudy! Retson and Rudy are going to be a part of it. I'm fucking stoked. It's going to be so good. Call of Cthulhu. You're going to see literally everyone in this call right now also a part of it at some point.
That's true.
It's going to be great. It's going to be super fun. We'll talk more about
I
that.
apologize in advance.
No, it's going to be fantastic. The
I
thing
want
is...
to put on like a real rough Cockney accent the
Yeah.
whole time and be like, right, governor.
It's-
So that's
Oi.
gonna be it.
Boy, bro.
Really love doing transatlantic, so I'm probably gonna do that.
Everyone on this
I
call
love doing that.
will be doing accents for it. Josiah?
I probably will.
Boy.
Oi. Oi. No, it's going to be
Bit of a
good.
Cthulhu we be calling, oi.
It's going to be...
What's that accent?
I don't know.
That's
Is it-
pirate.
It's Newfoundland.
Bullshit.
Just turn all your vowels into R's, and it'll be the goosebumps
I mean, the
accent.
Newfoundland accent. I'm not good at doing accents. The Newfoundland accent, though, in a Call of Cthulhu game is something I need to hear. Oh, boys,
It's going to happen. There's going to be...
Eldritch Horror's out, you know? Oh, fucking.
Boys, them freaking Eldritch Horrors are out in the woods. I don't know what to be at with them at all.
Oh, frig off.
Boys, they've eaten 6 of me sheep. 6 of them. 6 of me sheep out in the woods. Eldritch Horror took them.
That is exactly what
Fucking Cthulhu cooking up lamb, right?
Fucking Cthulhu.
Oh, no.
Boys,
Why?
are-
Justin, can I just say that I fucking adore you?
Justin,
God.
you kill it
adore
every
you.
single day.
Don't compliment. Maybe we have to end the stream. Okay, that's it. There's no one. There's no one online to raid. But Null Shore next week. Very stoked. And thanks for everyone hanging out in chat. I'm sorry it was combat. I couldn't read chat a lot because combat brain. It's real when you're running a game and also tech. So I'm so sorry, but I love everyone who's been chilling out in chat and everyone in this game. And we've got one more Dream Station in 2 weeks, baby. That's 2 weeks. This amount of weeks.
Oh, no.
We'll see you
That was gonna be
soon,
so.
traveler.
Excuse me.
Bye. Say bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
Nikos.
Au revoir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.